we got another bonus episode of, it's not really the Itty Bitty Podcast, it's Friday, Friends with Fridays, Fridays with Friends. I don't know what we're called, Fridays with Friends, I think sounds better. But anyway, this week on our special bonus episode, I did a podcast with the person that I've probably been in a relationship with the longest time in my life. It's not my wife. It's my best friend, Ryan. So he sat down and talked with me via Zoom or Skype, whatever we used. And we hung out for a little bit. So check it out. It's a bonus episode. abpodcast.com. Bye.
Welcome to the Itty Bitty Podcast. It's the Itty Bitty Podcast. It's the Itty Bitty Podcast. The Itty Bitty Podcast.
We're recording, so don't fucking do anything stupid. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Chilling. So I've been doing like friends podcasts. So I'll do a little intro for you. I've known you. You're like my longest relationship. We've known each other like what?
Oh, that makes me feel so happy.
I mean, it's what do you mean? It's the truth. How long have we known each other? Like almost 30 years now. It'll be like,
Yeah, I'm 32. You're 31. So yeah, I would say we were 2 years old when we first met, around that.
something like that, yeah. And now
About
you have a
30
daughter who's approaching 1, and I'm about to have a daughter in July. So
Kid, how excited are you?
I'm pumped. I didn't realize we were going to be doing it during the fucking apocalypse, you know?
I know.
Of like, it's
Things
kind
are
of
crazy.
It's kind of, I was talking to Amy the other day. I was like, it's kind of like a gift and a curse because like you don't have all these weird fucking people coming up trying to touch your belly, but then you don't have the people you want touching your belly aren't able to touch your belly. So I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she's kind of bummed because she can't show off her bump in public with everything shut
But
down. It's like, so, but
She's still working, all right?
yeah, she's still working for a little bit. So she's,
Yeah.
right now they're not too crazy. She's like, if they get crazier, she's going to take maternity leave early and
Yeah.
dip out. So, you know,
Oh, that's good.
you're still working, right?
Yeah, I'm still working.
Are you on the same hours
Yeah.
or do they have you doing anything different?
So the only thing that's changed is like half my company got shut down. So the company has about 300 guys, and so I think they laid off a little over 150. And the only thing other than that, they just changed. We can't work overtime anymore. So it's only 40 hours a week now.
Well, that's
But-
good, I guess.
Yeah. Kid, are you all up at your house?
My what?
I said you bundled up. You scared the zombies are going to get you?
No, we have. I've talked about this on the show before, though. We've got weapons like stashed all around the house, and so like Amy knows like the placement of all the weapons and shit. Like she can go around and tell you where they're all stashed at, and
Yeah.
so like yeah. Just,
Now, what type of weapons do you have? Just
I've got
curious.
I've got a hatchet. I've got a little hatchet with a hammer on the back, so it's like one half of a hatchet, half of a hammer. I've got
Yeah.
a knife stashed away. I've got a hammer stashed away. So,
Hey, now, does the video show on your recording too?
no, I just do the audio only. I tried to do
just,
video, like I've attempted it a couple times, but my computer just is so shitty that I need to get a new one. That's the only thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I saw that you were trying to do live with Lewis, right?
Yeah, we were able to go live on we finally went on the Zoom app, and then when he went to go to stream it to Facebook, it just kept loading, so we couldn't figure it out. He said he's got some tech people that can figure it out, but
Yeah.
he was the one, he had asked me to go live a couple weeks ago, so I was like, all right. and I just stayed on him. So we had talked about doing it, and he's like, "Yeah, go live on yours." I'm like, "I don't know. I've never done live. Like you've done live a few times."
Yeah.
So he went on and couldn't figure it out, but there was a decent people watching on it, and yeah, so we want to do it again, and I would record that and then repurpose it into a podcast. So
Yeah.
Content, baby.
That's right. Now, have you done a lot of? How many episodes of this have you done?
It's hard to say now.
Friends
We're
Friday.
the Friends Friday. This is like the 5th one that we've done. So I did one with Chris Pavadori. I did one with
How's he doing?
Good. He's like a spin instructor and stuff now, and he's teaching out in Alaska. So he's like in super good shape now.
Forever since I've seen him.
Yeah. He looks like
Alaska now, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's all like cut up and stuff. He's like, in really good shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
good.
The spin instructor. So he teaches classes and shit. And then I talked to my old roommate Andre, and like, I've talked to your brother's been on the other podcast, and then Hawaii's been on a couple times. Hawaii's actually really good at it.
Obviously not Matt.
Yeah, Jay came on at some point. But yeah, I was trying to talk to Lou. I want to do like what I want to eventually do is produce podcasts for other people and make money doing it that way. Just have a couple other podcasts that I produce. So I've talked to Lou about doing one for him, and I want to do one where he interviews different like other entrepreneurs in Massachusetts and New England area, and then athletes and shit, since he's like the president of a team that doesn't exist right now. But yeah, so yeah, I got a couple ideas that I'm doing, but so yeah, and like I got fired from my job at the perfect time before all this started happening, just because like, unemployment is like overloaded now at this point, and I'm like already in there in the system. So, and then I just got a message that I'm getting like another $600 a week until
I was
July.
gonna say, so Lindsay got unemployed. She's been unemployed now for about 3 weeks. Took her about a week to get her first unemployment check, and then so once she got that, she got, I think it was double the week. So she ended up getting $400 a week. So then she got $800. Then I think the federal government gives another $600, right?
Mm-hmm.
A week now. So now she gets $1,000 a week, and then she just got her stimulus check too. So she got another $2,000. So
yeah, I call it MAGA money.
MAGA money. That's right. Donald Trump, baby.
Goes with
we won't get into politics on this one.
Dude, that's what podcasts are for. We can talk about whatever you want to. I said we could. What are you doing? I feel like you're just like wandering around. You're tripping me out.
Well, I got
right
the
now.
little one right now. I got to keep her entertained. So we got to go for a little walk outside, look out back. You'll be doing it pretty soon.
I know. I'm glad that you experienced it first. That way I can watch what you do wrong. So.
And I do everything wrong. How's Amy doing now?
She's good.
Is she feeling well?
Yeah. Well, like it honestly was like perfect timing with the way everything worked out. Like I keep saying it, but like like between being on unemployment and the first trimester, she couldn't do shit. She was just like she couldn't move. She was so sick all the time. So I
morning sickness and all that.
Yeah, she didn't get she wasn't throwing up. She just was nauseous like the whole day. Like she was the first few weeks, she was just nauseous the whole time. And so I was home to basically do everything. And so now we're kind of in a routine, and I've started to wake myself up like a little bit earlier each day. So I'm gonna start setting alarms for like the middle of the night as it gets closer. And our dog is old as fuck, so he's like, he wakes up in the middle of the night sometimes and wants to go out, and so like, and he shits in the house sometimes when he's like, if you don't let him out fast enough, he's just like, no, he doesn't do it all the time, but like if you in the morning, if you don't let him out right away, and if you like start doing shit like cleaning up or whatever, and you forget about it, he'll shit in the house because he's just like, well,
Yeah.
I'm fucking old, you know. He doesn't give a shit. So
How old is he now?
he's almost 14, but
Holy shit!
he's
Now,
still
what
like
type of dog do you have?
he's like a Stafford mix. I think he's mixed with
Yeah.
Rhodesian Ridgeback. If you look
You
him
know,
up,
he almost looks like a pit bull a little bit.
yeah, he is a pit
When
bull.
I see pictures.
Stafford's just a type of pit bull. Pit bull's like the broad.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, pit bull is as far as I know, it's just like a broad. Like the dogs aren't actually called pit bulls. That's just what they've kind of lumped them into. So like, you know, but his actual breed is like Staffordshire Terrier, and
Oh, okay.
I think he's mixed with Rhodesian Ridgeback. Like if you Google that, that's exactly what he looks like. So.
Oh, okay.
But he's a fucking pain in the ass, man. He's like,
Is he?
yeah. Like some days I'm just like, dude, I want to fucking put you down just because you're such an asshole. But I love him, but he's just such an asshole. Like the other dog we had, that was like my dog. Like I love that fucking dog. This dog, like, kind of grew on me after that other dog like was gone. I was like, well, the fuck, this dog's here. So like, you know, we haven't been that close until recently, but he's just a fucking asshole.
Now you guys gonna get another dog? You think?
Yeah, we're waiting until we move. So we're definitely looking for a place with a yard.
Be excited to move.
Yeah, we found a place and we were like, dude, this place is perfect, but it was like right when everything was happening. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to buy that. And then, you know, so I think we're again in a perfect situation because we're going to buy in the next couple months is what they said is when they said you should buy. Prices should go down and then and then they should go back up later in the year.
People are not going to be able to pay for their houses, and right? Is that what they were kind of saying? So a lot of people are going to be foreclosing, and you should be able to get a good deal on a house.
Yeah. So and then we're gonna sell our house and and then move, and I'm excited for that. But we found a place, but we just were like, it had everything we needed, and we were just like, fuck, we don't want to do anything right now just because. And then that house got scooped up, so we'll find something. I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah, you guys will find something. You're working with Big Lou, the best. I see you rocking his sweatshirt right now.
Dude, I am, just because I wear this fucking sweatshirt all the time. It's so comfortable. It's like, and it's, I forgot to get up. Oh shit. Like I said, I usually get up at like 7:30 on the dot, but every other day. But today I didn't, you fucking dog. And I forgot to put the heat on. And if I have the heat on, the mics will pick it up. So I can't have the heat on. Otherwise,
oh, really?
Yeah. I have decent mics. So, but yeah. And then, so I've just been fucking buying and selling trading cards and shit on eBay. So I've made a little bit of money. What?
I said, how's that working out?
My eBay actually finally is starting to like pop off a little bit. I've just been selling shit that I'm like, that's been sitting at the house. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to wait for a yard sale. I just started selling it on eBay. So I sold some old PlayStation 3 games. I sold like a rookie card I got in a pack for $4. I sold it for $50 because it was kind of fucked up. Like, I wasn't going to get it graded. So that was like the most I would probably get for it. So I sold that the other day. So I've been making some money doing that. And then I got a rookie card last night. I was like, it was one of those, like, I don't usually show Amy when I'm buying and selling cards. She's more like, just fucking show me the money later. I'm like, all right. Like, so I paid, I think it was like $60 to get in on, you pay $60 and they give you 3 teams. And then if your teams hit, you get those cards. So I got the Mavericks. And if you don't know much about basketball right now, there's this dude, Luka Doncic, but his rookie cards are going fucking crazy. And so I got that team, and I was like, fuck, I don't have their year. It wasn't his rookie year, so I'm like, I'm not going to get it. So they did the whole break, and then at the end, they pull what's called a gold bar, so that you don't know what's in it. It's like a special card. So they opened it, and it was that dude's card. It was his rookie card, and it's like a card that goes for like $500. So I just hit that and won that last night, and I don't have to pay to get it graded. I don't have to send it in. It's already graded, ready to go. But I'm like wondering if I should just sit on it and wait until it builds up, or if I should sell it for $500. I'm like, fuck. I'm kind of tempted to sit on it.
Do those cards build up money?
Yeah, they'll build in value. That's the thing. It's like people are buying them
Yeah.
right now at $500 a pop because they're gonna build in value. So I'm like, do I just sit and wait on that one? Because I have plenty of cards that I can sell. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
but I don't want it to go down in value. So who knows? You
Now,
know?
how often do those things raise or drop in value? Is it like
I
a
mean, they were
monthly thing, a
going.
yearly thing, or?
This is like it was down for a long time. I mean, it was big in like the 90s and shit. Like, I mean, you had cards, I had cards, everybody had fucking cards back in the day.
Yeah, I have Pokemon cards. Remember those?
Yeah, I
You
have.
still have Pokemon cards?
Yeah,
Do you?
there's one right here. I got the fucking. I'm getting that graded. It's a Mew.
Oh yeah. Now, do you play that Pokemon Go?
No, no,
No.
no. I did when it
No, I
first
know.
came out, but like, no, not anymore. I don't have any games
Yeah,
on my phone. I don't play any games.
This
on
guy
it.
at my work, he has two younger kids. I think one's like maybe 3, one's like 5. He plays it with his kids all the time. He said they just walk around and catch Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, it's
don't
cool
know.
if you play with your kids and shit.
I mean-
and you're like, it's because you walk around and like, you know, it gets you out of the house. Like when it first started, there was people everywhere. And where I live, there's not much service and shit, so there weren't many Pokemon. But when you went downtown, there was a fuckload of Pokemon. So there would always be these groups of kids just congregating in downtown, like playing fucking Pokemon Go, walking around. Like,
You can't do that now.
yeah, that shit's over. No, but I had a card that I swear I still have. Like, you got to go over to my mom's and help her find it. But if I have it, it's sealed up and it's in perfect condition. It's a Charizard card that I pulled from like a pack years ago, and I was like my favorite fucking card. And that card right now is worth like $32,000. Like it's selling for $32,000.
For that much money?
Yes. Yeah, I was looking at the sold on eBay and I was fucking sick to my stomach. I'm like, I need to find that card. So
Yeah.
if you find it, I'll throw you
Dude, honestly,
$1,000.
I think I threw all mine out a while ago.
Yeah, that was stupid. Your parents didn't save any of that shit?
No, my parents actually gave us stuff about a year ago. They gave us, I don't know why, but they gave us all of our like social security cards. We had
I don't know why, because you're an adult.
What'd you say?
I don't know why they gave you why I don't know why my mom gave me my social security card, because it's your social security card.
Why'd they hold on for it for so long and then just give them to us now? But
because maybe they didn't trust you until then. They were like, they wanted to see that you could actually care for another human being before they were like, oh, he might not lose this. If we tell him it's important, he won't lose it.
But yeah, we also got some savings bonds too from when we were born. Our aunts gave us them, and then
we'll put that shit into trading cards, motherfucker. You'll make some money.
Well, I already cashed it. I cashed it about a year ago.
Yeah. Do you invest your money into shit?
On them, of course. What'd you say?
Do you invest your money into anything?
So I actually do American funds. It's actually set up through my bank at Harbor One.
You don't have to tell people all this info, bro. That's too much info.
What?
You're like, why don't you just tell them your routing number and your checking number while you're at it? Jesus.
Well, I'm just explaining it to you. Yeah, if you guys want my bank account number, I can give you that too.
It's just gonna go on the internet.
Yeah, I just put some money into it, and I don't know. It's a growth fund, and they disperse the money where they see fit. You know.
I have some money in stocks, but what's that?
Do you? I said, what do you invest in other than the cards?
I invest in cannabis stocks.
Of course.
I have money in High Times. I have money in Penn National Gambling, which is that company that Barstool just did some big deal with right before all the shit happened. And so
Barstool
Sports, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I bought in at like $6 or $7 a share. It's up to like $12 right now or some shit. I haven't checked it recently. It was like 12 last time I checked. That's been going up and down. But once gambling comes back, that shit's gonna skyrocket. So I have that, and then I have I invest in comic books. I have comic books that I'm sitting on waiting to sell. I've got all like geeky shit, like shit that's fun for me to. I can't invest in shit that's not fun for me to research and learn about. So I
Yeah.
tried stocks before, and I was like, this shit's boring. So I just have it cannabis and fucking gambling.
You love your cannabis.
Yeah. I'm trying to
What are
get
you
a
drinking
weed.
over there?
Just
Are you
water.
drinking your coffee? Oh.
No, if I had gotten up earlier, I would have tried to make some.
Whiskey.
Are you drinking? Oh yeah, it's Easter right now.
No.
I completely forgot it's
It's
Easter.
Easter.
Are you
The
like?
Easter Bunny didn't come and visit your house?
No, not this year. I was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Easter Bunny came to my house this morning.
Oh yeah.
Brought everybody something but me, of course.
You didn't get whiskey? Are you guys doing
No.
anything?
What'd you say?
Are you doing anything?
So we were supposed to go to her mom's house, then my parents' house, but since the virus is going on, we're just staying home, just the four of us. And then once we're done, I'm gonna be picking up a rock. I jackhammered a rock in my backyard yesterday. Got to put a swing set there for the kids.
Oh shit.
You in my backyard, do you?
Yeah, I've been to your backyard.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been there. I don't know if you remember that big rock in the back.
Oh yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it was like right
That's what I
inside.
was doing yesterday when we were supposed to be doing this interview.
It's not an interview. You're not that important. You're not that important. It's not an interview.
You see it?
Oh shit! Yeah, it's like all in like pieces and shit. So
Yeah.
but what's I gonna say?
So how's your mother doing?
She's good. She's just like staying in. I know that you guys have like one of the highest rates in the fucking state for COVID-19.
Brockton, yeah. Well, what's first? Chelsea, right? I heard Chelsea was pretty bad, and then Brockton, right?
Brockton's, yeah, it's pretty bad for like a smaller city. But yeah, she's just been staying in and shit, and like so avoiding.
She must be going crazy without doing her water aerobic things.
Well, she still goes for walks around the neighborhood, but
yeah, I see her all the time walking Gambit.
Yeah, she's supposed to start doing yoga because her back's been fucked up. So I bought her.
Oh, really?
It was her birthday, so I bought her like the DDPY yoga or the DDP yoga, whatever it's called, fucking shit for like when you do it in bed and then you move to the chair and then like you move to standing up. So, but you have to do it like every day. So I was like, if you do it every day, I'll buy it.
Doggy position and stuff.
You're fucking gross. That's nasty. And your mom's gonna see this and she's gonna be like, I want to watch it since Ryan's on it. And she's gonna listen to it.
Oh, great. Robin, I was just joking. I love you.
No, I said your mom.
Oh, my mom? Yeah.
Your mom's probably gonna watch it.
Oh, yeah. Now, can you see who like views your videos and stuff?
I mean, I could see. Well, I mean, I could see who sees my stories and like see who, but I can't see who listens to the podcast. I could see who views it. I think on YouTube, but I highly doubt that your mom or my mom is watching it on YouTube. So
true.
But what are you guys eating? Are you guys having ham?
So we got ham. I think she's making ham and mashed potatoes, and honestly, I don't know what else. How about you guys? Is Amy cooking?
No, Amy cooking.
Actually, you're the cook at the house, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the one who does most of the cooking. She cooks when I'm like, I don't feel like cooking. Can you do it? But no, we didn't get shit, and like I'm probably gonna have to go to the store anyway, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna go to the store today, and I'm hoping it's not busy because it's Easter. So like I'm gonna wait till like 2-3 when people are eating, and then go get shit. But I probably won't make Easter dinner. So
now, are they counting people that can go into the grocery store where you live?
No, not really. They've actually been doing a decent job. Like we were ahead like our state shut shit down like before everybody else started
Right,
shutting
right.
shit. Yeah, they did it. They were
Yeah.
like shut shit down, and so it's actually like helped um, in the state. So like it's not too bad. I mean, most of the stores that are open have like little tape squares like where tell you where to stand and shit, and like. But
Yeah.
I just yeah
Yeah, that's how it sounds here too. Did they close the dispensaries down by you?
no those are still open.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one in Brockton, it's obviously it's open for medical, but it's closed to the public. You can't go there.
Yeah, it should. I mean,
Go.
I don't know how necessary. Like, I love smoking weed, but like, if there wasn't weed, I would have to. I'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'm taking a little break. Like, I need to take a break anyway. But I always go
I
and
feel
load
like
up.
I feel like you have a hidden stash somewhere though.
I don't honestly. I don't like because I smoke dabs now, so I'll do a few dabs throughout the day. I actually did one
Yeah.
before this podcast. I was like, oh, I'll take a fucking dab. It's 9 a.m. whatever. So I'll take a dab. But like I'll take a dab and I'll fucking do like I'll work out or I'll take the dog for a walk. Like I'm not lazy and shit. Like I won't take it and just be like, all right, I guess I'm going to play video games. You know, I get high.
See,
and do
normally
shit.
when I smoke, which I don't anymore, but if I did, I become lazy.
We
Really
used to-
lazy.
we smoked like when I missed the whole because in high school you went to a different high school for a while and then you smoked weed and I wasn't smoking weed and then I started smoking weed and you stopped smoking weed. There was like a
Yep.
brief period where we both smoked and
Together, yeah. Remember Michael Antonelli? We used to go to Thunderbird
yeah.
and drive around with him.
He's like, and I remember we had a camera on him or some shit at one point, and we were just like, "What's up, dude? What are you doing?" He's like, "Just smoking a J with my buddies or some shit." He said something goofy.
Yeah, because he used to have his list, remember?
I always wonder what happened to all these fucking people that like.
I know.
I don't know. Like I don't know what happened to a lot of them. I'm just like I don't know. Did we get into a
Yeah,
fight, falling out with him or
I
some
don't-
shit?
Anybody anymore.
Yeah. But then we would drive around and smoke and shit and but when we were I don't know, and then you stop smoking and you just don't you don't really smoke at all, huh?
No, I can't. I get paranoid way too much.
Yeah.
That's why. Honestly, the only thing I do now is I might have a couple drinks here and there, but that's even cut down a lot too.
Yeah, I don't
You know.
I've drank a little bit more since this shit's been going on, only because people have been doing like those Zoom happy hours and like Zoom games and shit over the internet. And so
Yeah.
and so we I've been drinking a little bit more, but I don't really like to drink that often. I feel like shit the next day.
What's your drinking choice?
When I drink,
Yeah.
depends on
What
what
do you
I'm
go
drinking.
for?
If I don't know, sometimes I want wine, sometimes I want beer. If I'm drinking beer, I like just regular Heineken, or if I'm trying to get fucked up, I'll have IPAs.
Bro.
Sometimes I'll have White Claws.
The thing I can't drink is Heineken, man.
I love Heineken.
That stuff. Oh, I
Sometimes-
think it tastes like piss.
No, it's good. And sometimes I'll drink White Claw, but only because my wife got me this little. It's like a sealable koozie, but the only thing that works with it is White Claw. So I'm like, I feel kind of obligated to drink White Claw.
Yeah. So the other day I was going through my drawers and I still have the koozies from you guys' wedding.
Oh, dude, everybody! I'm looking at a stack of them right here. I'm like, everybody has those things. They're floating around
Yeah.
Costa Rica. Like we were giving them out in Costa Rica to different staff and attendants and shit. Like, just like so.
That's funny.
Our faces are probably somewhere. They're gonna repurpose that.
I feel like your face is on one of those urinal cakes.
It should be. I'm gonna do that for the podcast. What does he say in that movie? He's like, piss on my face. I forget. I think it's I love you, man, or some shit. I need a different chair. That's what I need. I hate this fucking chair. I have like a.
What do you have, one of the computer chairs?
No, I need a computer chair. This is just like one of the dining room chairs that I converted into some shit in my little makeshift studio that I have. So
I was gonna say, so what is that? Just one of the rooms in your house that you just made into a studio?
yeah, it's like our guest room. So I cleaned
Yeah.
I cleaned it out for the most part, but then I like now it's just full of trading cards, like all the discarded trading cards that I'm not using. So I'm just like, so I got to clean it out again. But we're like slowly starting to get ready. We've got a couple months for the baby.
I know. You guys are July, huh?
Mm-hmm.
July 17th, right?
July, yeah, that's when the due date is
17th.
17th. So, yeah, who knows what's going to happen by then. It's what's it called? It's going to be weird because we're not going to be able to do any like classes or anything like that. We're going to have to do like the virtual like birthing classes and shit.
Yeah. Now is she do a natural delivery?
I don't know. I that's one of the things that like I have on my list of things that we have to talk about this week. I'm like in charge of remembering to do shit. Otherwise, she's just like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we have to do a birth plan this week. She's like, it's still early. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. We have to do it, especially now.
Exactly.
Like,
good for it.
Yeah, I'm like, we need to talk to the doctor about our plan.
I feel like you don't want to have that conversation when the baby's coming out, you know?
Right, yeah. So I had to give her like a couple days because she works at the hospital. She works like her 4 in a row, and then she'll have a couple days off, and then she works 2 in a row, and then she's off for like 6 days. So like I had to give her until she's a couple days into her stretch of being off to be like, all right, it's time to do the birth plan. So
yeah.
But yeah, so
little Pepe was a C-section, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not worried. Our doctor's been like really good so far.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Now, does she obviously you guys like your doctor?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be delivering a baby.
Yeah.
Now, is it somebody that she works with?
Kind of. I mean, they're like at the same hospital, but different. Like she's run into them before at work, but they're like in completely different places.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we.
Kid, you must be. I know I'm pumped. I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, I'm ready for it's. Yeah, I'm just hoping we're all ready by then. I think we should be good though. Like the house is not that bad because I started cleaning up. Like that was one of the first things I did when I lost my job. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna start cleaning. So I cleaned it like the entire house. But now we've just got like a couple things here and there. I've started to sell shit on eBay, like I said, so it's starting to go out now, which is good. So, but
now, are you guys gonna try to bring a lot of stuff back here, or are you guys just gonna sell most of your stuff? Do you know?
We're getting rid of.
Have you guys talked about?
We're getting like the couch is uncomfortable. It was comfortable. The other couch we've had for a while, so it's like we might keep it, but it's just it honestly depends on everything because like the plan was she was gonna fly back with the baby and I was gonna drive some of our stuff out with the dog if he's still around.
Yeah.
But now obviously with everything going on, it might be like we're all driving together.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know how much I'm going to want to pack up and take across the country. And, like, there's not a lot of shit that I'm, like, too crazy about here that I'm like, I want to keep that stuff. Like, I don't want to get rid of it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably just end up getting rid of some shit and then coming back. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I mean.
Kid, I'm pumped for when you guys come back, man. Finally. Hey, how long have you been gone for? You've been gone for what? At least 10 years now, right?
Yeah, I left when I was 21. So I had already turned 21, and then I left shortly after, yeah, it had to have been shortly after that I left. And then, because I left in like the winter. And then
I was going to say, the last thing I remember you doing is crashing your car.
Wasn't
that the Scion?
Oh yeah. Because I turned 21 and then I crashed my Scion, and so I never crashed any fucking cars. Like I was really good with like not crashing cars, but I had this Scion that I bought when I was like 17 or 18. My grandma died, and I came into like 40 grand.
Some money. Yeah.
And instead of
A lot
like
of
putting it
science.
away, like a fucking smart thing to do, like that's why I'm so like good about not doing dumb shit with my money now. Because like I just was a fucking idiot. So I bought this Scion, and I'm like, yeah, I'll have this Scion, and then I would drive it around drunk everywhere. And I remember at one point, like I lost one mirror, like I lost my side mirror, and I don't even think I lost my side mirror drunk. I think I was backing out from JoJo's house, and I was high, I was baked, and I was saying bye to you and Justin, and I fucking scraped into the tree. Remember that? And I ripped my side mirror
Yeah.
off. So I ripped that mirror off. And then I was at a party at Dom's house, and these kids tried to come in, and we kicked them out. And they must have come back with bats or some shit because my mirror was gone and my car was fucked up. So that's how I lost the second mirror. So then I got my fucking car fixed, got my mirrors back. I was like riding high. I'm like, I have mirrors. And then I lost my license because I had my DUI. And
Yeah, didn't you get pulled over for going too slow? Weren't you going like 15 miles an hour under the speed limit?
No, I thought
that's what the story was. You were with Big Lou, right?
Yeah, we went to. So don't let me forget to tell the other story. What was the other story?
Okay.
What was the other story that I was talking about?
We were talking about the Scion, how you crashed it on.
So let me go back to when I got, because that was when I was. Okay, so when I was 19, I got a DUI, and this is what happened. So I had started drinking, like I was a fucking mess. I started drinking at like super early. I drank a bottle of like vodka or some shit. And then I was talking to Lou, and he was like, yeah, I could get you into this bar. You just got to drive me because I don't have a license. I was like, all right. And I don't think he knew how drunk I was, but I was like, yeah, oh, cool, I'll drive you. So I drove him to my other buddy's house. I was drinking more there. We went to D's, R.I.P.D., and had some drinks there, and they arm wrestled. And then we went from there to the bar. And as I was driving up to the bar, I was in his car. And I pulled over and parked it, and the cop was already there. Like, they were already parked there. So we went in, maybe had one drink, stayed there for like 30 minutes or so, came out, and as soon as we pulled out, the cop pulled out and followed us. So I was like, well, fuck. And so I was trying to get to the border, like to get to Brockton, because I was like, well, once I get to Brockton, I'll be good. Like, they won't fuck with me in Brockton. And so the cop was behind me, so I tried to pull down a side street, and I thought the side street went through, and it didn't, or I didn't go through or some shit. I basically pulled down the side street, parked, waited 5 minutes, turned around, and then pulled back out onto the street, and the cop was like waiting for me. And they pulled me over, and yeah, I was shit-faced.
That's when they put you in cuffs, huh?
Yeah, and then I had enough juice the next day to call one person, and I called you, and I was like, hey, can you come get me? And you were at work, so you were like, I'll get somebody to come get you. I basically had to tell you where I was at because my phone was about to die, and then you sent Dom, and he showed up on his bike and fucking picked me up, and I had to sit on the back of his bike in the same clothes that I wore the day before.
You guys driving on a motorcycle. That's cute.
I was still drunk too, so I was like, I didn't even give a shit that I had gotten a DUI because I was still drunk. So I was like, fuck. My mom was pissed. Like, yeah. That's what happened. They were like, I woke up and I was like, did my mom come to get me? They were like, yeah, she came, but she only had a check and she needed cash to bail you out, and she didn't have cash, so you had to spend the night in here. So I like woke up and I was like, is my mom here? They're like, no, you're going to the arraignment. I was like, oh, god damn it. So,
oh man.
Yeah. And then all right, so fast forward. So that's why I didn't have a license. And so it was my 20th birthday, and this is a story about you being an asshole. And I'm still friends with you even though you were an asshole. But you were supposed to drive my Scion because I was like, I don't have a license. You're the only one who can drive stick. So you're in charge of driving tonight. And you're like, okay, yeah, I'll fucking do it. And then you and Dan Morin, we say Dan Morin's name willy-nilly on this show because he's an asshole. And he convinced you to like, well, you got drunk and you were supposed to drive my car back, and he convinced you to leave and go to another bar. So you got drunk, left me there at the bar, and took off with fucking Dan to some other bar. And then I had to find you, and I was with George, and George had lived there for like 5 years, and he had no idea how to get around the town of Providence. So I was like, fuck, now I'm driving around with no license, drunk, like trying to get like to wherever you were at. And this cop car pulls up behind me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to jail. Like, I'm fucked right now. So I go to pull over, and the cop like won't go around me, but they're not trying to pull me over. So like I pull over even more, and the cop goes around me. And as I'm pulling over, I fucking pull into a parked cab, like a taxi cab, and ripped off my mirror. After I just got my mirrors put back on, I ripped it off again.
Oh man!
And the dude didn't speak English; he was speaking Spanish, and George was with me, so George was speaking Spanish to him, and he's like, and the dude was just like, "No policia, no policia, just go, just go." So like we took off. I was like, "Thank you," and we just fucking left. And I finally found you. I was so mad. I think I like dragged Jameson out of the bar and shit, and like I was yelling at him. I was so fucking pissed. But yeah, that's the story about you being an asshole, and so and forgiveness.
Yeah, but you still didn't finish the night that you crashed the Scion, though.
Oh yeah, so then I got.
That was the night of. That was a New Year's Eve night, right?
Well, I was trying to set up the fact that this Scion was just like I was constantly fucking it up. Like it was just constantly getting like little shit here and there. So the night that the Scion died, it was New Year's, and I had gone again drinking and driving like an idiot. And so I was driving around drinking a bottle of Grey Goose, and I went to like all these different parties, and I was on my way back, and I wasn't allowed at Dan Warren being an asshole. I wasn't allowed at his house.
You guys just did not get along, you two, huh?
Well, no, I was cool with him for a while, and then all of a sudden he just stopped responding to my text messages and calls, and I was like, okay. Like, it wasn't like I was blowing him up, but like we had talked about doing something. I can't remember. And then I texted him, and he didn't answer me, and then I texted him again when I was back home, and like it got to the point where I was like, okay, he's not missing all these text messages. He's just not trying to talk to me. And instead of like, there was no reason, like I wasn't even living anywhere near here at that point. So I was like, well, fuck him. So that was what happened with that. And so, yeah, so he was having a party, and it was like close to midnight, and I went to Taco Bell because I was like, fuck, I need to eat something. And I was at Taco Bell in Brockton. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's almost midnight. I'm just going to go crash this party. And so I started driving. I was literally like right around the corner from his house. And I just was going around I forget which street it is, but it's a little side street in Brockton where it curves around. And I went around, and I just hit a patch of ice, and I started sliding, and I just hit one like snowbank and spun out and hit the other curb, and my car got stuck. And so I got out, and I had the bottle of Grey Goose still like, you know, a quarter to half full, and I just threw that shit in the snow and tried to push my car. I was like, fuck, I couldn't push it. And again, I think I was on probation, or like I didn't have a license at this point, driving around fucking drinking like an idiot. And I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to like back it out. I couldn't get that shit to move. Finally, I get my car out of the snow, and I like pulled it over to park it so it didn't look like it had crashed. And I walked over to Dan's house, and he charged me money to come in to his party. And I was like, dude, I just got in a car accident. And he's like, no, you got to pay money to come in. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. So then I came in, I was like throwing money around, like being a fucking dick. And yeah, and so like I had thought that my car, like the tires were just popped. I was like, yeah, I popped my tires. I told my mom, and I went there the next day to get the car, and that thing was fucked up. Like I completely snapped the axle.
They totaled it, didn't they? The insurance company
totaled it. So then that's when I got the money from them totaling it. I paid off a bunch of shit that I had owed money to, and like I paid a bunch of shit. And then I ended up going to California, and I had like $500 to my name, I think, when I left for California at that point, because of all the shit that I had like had to pay off from, you know, before. So I went debt free at least, and I had like $500 to my name.
And now look at you. You found a wife, you got a house, now you're about to have a baby.
And I'm unemployed, getting that MAGA money. Whew, I just need an Obama phone, and my socialism is complete.
The good old time.
Um, have you been working out since you've had a kid or no? I asked that because I just saw your gut.
My
I'm
God,
just
yeah,
kidding.
no, I haven't been working out. I tried to for a little bit once Paisley was born. I think I worked out maybe for about, I don't know, 6 months, and then I stopped, and I haven't been back. And I'm
Okay.
just getting fat. I'm getting a dad bod.
Dad bod.
The girls say they like it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
How
work
about
out
you?
when I work out every day. My diet's
Yeah.
like my diet's not as shitty as it could be, but it's not as good as it could be. Obviously, we're cooking everything at home, but it's just like trying to stock up and like go into the grocery store now. It's just like you just want to get in and get out because you're like, fuck, everybody's gross, everybody's doing too much. So, do you have to wear a mask when you go out?
I do. So you're supposed to, but at work where we have to wear masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, so if we go to Shaw's or something, we'll just throw something on. We got little medical mask. Lindsay's sister, you know Matt Newcomb. You
Yeah.
remember Matt Newcomb? Eddie Newcomb's brother. So he's married to Chelsea, which is Lindsay's sister. So he works at Walmart. He's the manager there, and he gave us a bunch of masks to have. So we'll just wear those if we go out somewhere. But normally I just go out. Lindsay will go out every once in a while. I do all the grocery shopping and all that, and the girls stay home.
Yeah.
I'm the hero.
Well, dude, like she doesn't like to go. Well, obviously she shouldn't be going because she's pregnant, but like she's worried about going after work and stuff in scrubs. She's like, 'cause she works at the hospital. She's like, I don't want anything to happen. There's like stories of nurses and shit getting beat up for going out in public, and she's like, I don't want that shit.
Really?
Supposedly, I don't know how true they are, but
yeah, that's messed up, huh?
people are just like scared and shit. So people
Yeah.
are going crazy.
What is she working? Like just a couple days a week, or?
She's on her regular schedule, so she's right now she's on her 6 in a row off stretch, and then she'll go back for 4 in a row. So the 4 in a rows have been rougher just because she's starting to get more pregnant, but I'm hoping that just maternity leave is coming soon. So
yeah.
So
Now, what is the maternity leave? What do they give her, like a month before her due date? Is that how it works? I mean, Lindsay went out. What, I think she went out 2 weeks before her due date, 2 or 3 weeks before.
Yeah, I'm not
and
sure
then,
how it works.
Yeah. I just didn't know if they gave her an actual time that she could.
Oh, wow. Is she walking yet?
So actually 2 nights ago, we got her a little stroller, and plays music and stuff. And she's standing up holding it, but she fell a couple times with it. But no, she's not actually taking steps yet. No.
She crawling?
But she's, no, a little bit, but not that much. She can pull herself forward, but it's not like a full crawl. She's just doing like a little army crawl right now. The thing is, she can spin around in circles like crazy, and she can go backwards. She just can't go forward. She can a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
She just loves her binky now.
Oh, jeez. I loved mine. I remember like going to when I would go for naps and shit. That would be how they would get me to go for naps because they're like, you can use your pacifier, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I would go take naps at Cheryl's.
Dude, do you remember my pacifier? I had that thing forever. I don't know if you. I mean, yeah. I mean, you probably weren't there for nap time.
Or was I?
You could have been. Have you talked? Have you talked to Cheryl at all lately, or no?
I mean, she was at the wedding. That was the last time.
That was the last time, yeah.
And I said, sent something to Shauna about her birthday. Just said, "What's up?"
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it was because it was her birthday, right?
Yeah.
The 9th, April 9th.
Something like that. Anyway, what I'm trying to think of a good little story that you just reminded me of some shit. Oh, what was the time that you hit me in the nose? I've been hit in the nose and gotten nosebleeds a couple of times in my life, and they're all usually from you. Um, but like it was one time when you kneed me in the nose. Was that it? That you kneed me in the nose?
I remember the time in Jameson's apartment when me and Jameson were fist fighting.
That time was kind of my fault because I should have just let you guys beat the shit out of each other. Well, I tried to grab him off of you because at that point he was on top of you winning the fight. And so I grabbed him off of you, and you went to swing at him, and I just I pulled him out of the way, and my face was just right there. And you fucking hit me right in the face, and I just let Jameson go. I was like, "Fuck it, you guys can kill each other." And I went upstairs, and there was I forget who it was, but there was some girls in their underwear. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I went up there, and I'm like,
I was remember the story.
My nose is bleeding.
You were trying to you were trying to play the sympathy card.
Yeah, I was. But yeah, that shit was funny. And then I think there had to have been one other time. I remember the time that your brother fucking was like, "Perry, be goalie." Literally, that's all he said. And I turned my head, and he's fucking firing a tennis ball at the net, at the hockey net.
How about that time we were, I think it was a hockey stick, maybe, and we broke it across the tree, and weren't you on the other side and it hit you right in the chest?
Yeah, we recorded
What was that? What'd you say?
I said we recorded that.
Did we?
Yeah, that was on video.
Do you still have some of the home videos?
They were your home videos. Your parents would have them. If anything, because we used to record, there's that whole, we tried to make a movie out in the woods one time, and yeah, that's probably why I podcast now, because I was like, God damn it, what is this?
All your brilliant ideas you had to make movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm working on a comic book right now. I'm not doing a movie, but I'm working on a comic book. I started doing the outline, so I'm gonna do a Kickstarter, I think. Me and Amy actually came up with the idea together.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Hey, say hi to Lindsay.
What up?
Hello.
She's going to the store to get some brown sugar.
Oh, shit.
Easter dinner.
Got your hazmat suit?
What'd you say?
Does she have her hazmat suit?
Yeah, she probably needs it, huh?
I'm I don't know. I'm thinking about going out into public today. I just fucking hate doing it. It sucks that it's that way at this point. I just want it to be done with all this fucking shit.
I know. Me too. It is an inconvenience, but I know they need to do it, and hopefully it'll stop the spread and things will start to calm down. But it definitely sucks, You can't do anything. You go to work. You got to be all bundled up. You go out to a store, you got to be all bundled up. I mean, you can't do anything anymore,
Yeah.
Literally just sitting in the house going crazy when you get home from work.
At least it's starting to be nicer out.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It was kind of cold and shitty, and
it sucks. If you're in an apartment.
This here,
If you're in an apartment, you're fucked.
How's the temperature up where you are?
It's chillier. It's starting to get nicer out there. Yesterday it was chilly most of the day. It's weird. The day before it was sunny out. We had all the windows open in the house, and then yesterday it was windy and it was sunny out, but it was still chilly. So, but now it's it's starting to get nicer consistently. The summers are really nice, so we'll get one last nice summer.
Do you guys get that? Do you guys get that weird, how they call it New England weather up here? Do you guys kind of get that up there?
Yeah, just a different type. The other day, what day was it? A couple weeks ago was Screwball whiskey. Are you drinking right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a glass. It's 1 o'clock. It's Easter.
Yeah. No, I was.
Have you ever had?
I don't have.
Have you ever had Screwball before? The peanut butter.
The peanut butter? Oh,
yeah,
I thought that
peanut
was
butter whiskey.
Oh, peanut butter whiskey. Ew, that sounds disgusting.
Bro, it's delicious. Do you like peanut butter? I mean, I
I
don't
like
know.
peanut
I don't know
butter,
any human being that doesn't like peanut butter.
I like peanut butter, but I don't want my whiskey to taste like it.
Oh, dude, it's delicious. You got to try it.
Although I do like, there's a blackberry whiskey that's good.
I'm assuming they have little nips of it.
Have you ever
You
had
try it before
blackberry
you can buy
whiskey?
a bottle. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Blackberry whiskey?
I have never tried that. I used to drink the Red Stag. Remember Kid Rock used to make it?
Oh yeah, that shit's gross.
Red Stag. Yeah,
I hated
it kind of was.
Jim
It was
Beam
cherry
was gross.
whiskey.
Like I could drink Jack Daniels, but Jim Beam was fucking gross. Like Jim Beam had that taste, like it tasted like diet whiskey. Like it just didn't taste like good whiskey.
You know what was really good was what the hell is it? Crown Royal. Did you like Crown Royal?
I drink Crown occasionally. I'm not like I don't drink that much. Like if I drink a mixed drink, it's like lately I've been drinking Bacardi just because we've had a handle of Bacardi from like a party we had 3 years ago. But now I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna go out and buy alcohol, so I've just been mixing drinks with what we have.
So you do like a little Smirnoff Ice with Bacardi and something else?
No, we don't have Smirnoff Ice. I don't fucking like that stuff. I'm not big on Smirnoff Ice at all. But
well, we used to drink that all the time. Remember when we used to party at the McPhee's house in Middleborough?
Yeah, well, we used to drink those, and we used to drink Twisted Teas. And
Twisted Teas, yeah.
And like when we would drink, the object was to get as fucked up as you could. And we would drink like a little bit out of the. I got arrested one night drinking Twisted Teas. I think we had a 6-pack of Twisted Teas, and we would drink a little bit out of the top and then put vodka, like the little vodka nips, and then we would mix them and drink like that. And just like you drink 3 of them and you were blacked out. And I did that and got arrested trying to go into a bar I shouldn't have been going into.
Is that the one where you crawled up the stairs, or was that a different?
That was
different
the first time I ever went to a club was when I crawled up the stairs. That was like.
That was when you were drinking Jameson, right?
Yeah. I don't get so drunk that I can't stand anymore. Now I'll have a couple drinks and I'll smoke and I'm good. But like, I used to get to the point where I'm just like, I can't fucking see straight, man.
Oh yeah, I remember those nights.
Dude, I can't tell you when I lived in California how many times I fell flat on my face. Like since I've had glasses, like after then, I'm like, how was I going through glasses so quickly? Like I would fall on my face and like smash my glasses. And just have fucked up. And I never had money, so I had fucked up ass glasses all the time. So I was just like, I just don't know how I made it through so much of my life. I don't.
I don't know.
But
you're an animal.
We can wrap this up because I know you got the kid and shit, and it's Easter.
Yeah, Lindsay just went to the store, and I got both of the kids here now.
Well, we can do it again, and we can get into politics the next time. We can talk about MAGA money and how Donald Trump is a socialist now. And
you love Donald Trump.
I think he's funny. I think he's really entertaining. And I'm not one of those people that blames all of the country's problems on Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is like a symptom of the problem. I don't think he's a good president. But I don't.
Wow. Words just come out of your mouth.
What?
You think he's a good president?
No, I said I don't. I said I don't think he's a good president. But like, I don't think he's gonna, like, I don't, sit there like stewing over all this shit. I just think it's too much. There's like there's cartoons about him, there's shows about him. It's just like the media loves him, and I swear that's the big reason that like they pushed Joe Biden was because they're like they want 4 more years of Trump because they're like it's entertaining, and it's just fucking I'm over it. But I'm not one of those people that like blames him for all my problems. I just think it's funny that I like to call it MAGA money because I'm hoping that shit catches on.
Now, this is the other thing. Do you think he'll be in for another 4 years?
Against Joe Biden, for sure. 100%, yeah. Because all the people that
Rob.
What?
Do you think Trump will be in for 4 more years?
I said if against Joe Biden, yes. Yes. If it was Bernie Sanders, I think Trump would have lost. Because Bernie Sanders had actual policy ideas and shit. Biden is just, everybody who talks about voting for Biden is like, they're like, well, he's not Donald Trump. And he's not, it's like, well, he does the same shit. Like he's accused of sexual assault just like Donald Trump is. So why is he like, because he has a blue tie, not a red tie, like he's your guy. Like that shit doesn't make sense to me. I've gotten into it with my mom too. I'm like, she's like, no, you got to vote blue no matter who. I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid. I vote based on policy. And like, so Bernie Sanders is still on the ballot. I'll probably still fucking vote for him. But I don't see him getting enough votes, not campaigning. And Joe Biden can't even fucking finish a sentence. Like the dude legit has dementia. So Trump's already talking about how he's like, yeah, he won't even be able to understand what I'm talking about. And I'm just like Trump is genuinely funny when he said that shit about Mike Bloomberg, and he was just like, when he did the thing where he was hiding under the podium, like, and he popped up. I'm like, dude, that shit is fucking funny. Like, it's hilarious, but like, I don't want you for my fucking president. Like, but it's this at the same time, I feel like they're all just like, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. It's been clear that like they all are in it together. They all vote for the same bills. They all fucking like, and then they just make a big stink and they're like, well, we blocked that. And it's just like, it's all a big fucking show so they can hang on to their money. And then they're like, they want us to be arguing about it. And it's just fucking stupid. So that's how I feel about it. I don't get all worked up about politics. That shit doesn't affect me. I still make money. I still have my side hustles, doing my thing,
There you go.
And now I have extra capital with my MAGA money on top of what I had squirreled away. So, all right. Well, happy Easter, motherfucker. This will come out on Friday. So this will be this Friday. All right. Yeah, later, guys.